Do you need a job? Are you a teenager looking for some work, but you don't want to hate your life while you're trying to make some money?
Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Philip.
And we teach you what you need to know about your personal finances using words you can understand without boring you to death.
Because adulting shouldn't suck. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the comments below. Let us know what you've been doing for work as a teenager.
In this video, we're going to talk about 8 different ways that don't suck that you can earn money as a teenager. I know my first job as a teenager was pushing carts at a grocery store. And let's be honest, that sucks, right? But as a teenager, you want money because money equals freedom. It allows you to buy the stuff you want or do the things you want to go do. And people end up taking crappy jobs just to get a paycheck. But in the long run, those crappy jobs don't develop you and give you any tangible skills. I mean, yeah, I learned the value of hard work, right? How to earn a dollar. But it didn't do anything for me or enable me to make more money as I got older. And spending a large part of your life doing stuff that sucks doesn't really make people happy. So, quality of life and what makes you happy is super important.
Yeah. We all know that there's those typical jobs out there that teenagers can do, whether it's lawn work, babysitting, waiting tables, getting a paper route, being a barista, working at fast food, what have you. Those are all great jobs. They can give you a paycheck and they can let you do a little bit of things here and there. But they're not going to really give you skills to help you develop your resume or give you a competitive edge as an adult.
Do you really want to be a cashier somewhere? I mean, do you want to flip burgers? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe that sounds like fun. I mean, to me, for a regular job, if I had to choose between all the jobs that you just listed off as a teenager or, being like a youth sports team coach or a referee or maybe a swim instructor or a lifeguard or something like that, maybe a little more physically active and fun, to me, that sounds like a way better option. But I mean, everybody's different. Maybe you want to work in a library, right? That sounds super boring to me, but, you do you.
Pro tip, look for something that you'll enjoy doing. You'll have a better time making money doing something you like versus doing something that you hate.
True story. The list that we came up with, it's all over the place. Based on your personality type, you might like some of the ideas we came up with, and you might hate some of the other ones. But, in the end, we got something for everybody.
Yeah. Coming in at number 1, a construction site worker or a general laborer. This, if you're, into working with your hands, might be the job for you, so you should check it out. On average, just starting out, you're going to make anywhere between $15 to $18 an hour. So, it's not too bad money if you're asking me, right?
Yeah.
Now, doing this type of work, you're going to expect to do some physical activities. You're going to be loading, unloading materials, picking up construction debris, putting up temporary structures, taking them down, digging trenches, packing earth, all that type of stuff. So it is going to be physical, if that's what you're into. But, it's going to be real good if you're looking into trades after high school. You're going to be assisting these people, those craft skilled people that are going to be doing those special jobs. And you can learn a lot from them, get yourself into an apprenticeship, all that kind of fun stuff. But if you're, 18 or younger, some of the cool stuff like operating heavy equipment is probably going to be off limits to you.
All right, number 2 is going to be selling stuff online using Etsy, Facebook shopping, Instagram shopping. There's lots of different platforms out there. And if you're creative, this might be your thing to sell stuff online that you make. So with Etsy, you got to be 18 or older to open it, or your parents can do it for you, and then you just manage it. So if you like to create things, most people start out on Etsy, but they do have some pretty high fees that they charge. And now Facebook shopping and Instagram shopping are other great options that people have. They don't charge you nearly as much for transaction fees. And, if it were me and I was selling stuff online, I'd want to be on all the different platforms so people could find me. Regardless of how much they charge for a fee, you want to be found if people are trying to find whatever it is that you're making.
Coming in at number 3, Caddy. Yeah, if you like golf, this might be just for you. He's not good at it at all. I'm not either. I actually call it whack. Reason being, it's because you go to hit the ball and you're like, whack, and then it goes off into the distance and you're like, f***. That's why I call it whack. Not good at it, but it's still fun, Anywho, golf caddies, they got one job really, and that's to carry around their golfers' golf bags. You get to carry it around for about 4 hours while they play 18 holes, and sometimes you're carrying 1 or 2 bags with their clubs, and you clean these golf balls, and you clean their poles, and you give them poles, and you take their poles, or your sticks, whatever.
Yeah.
One of those 2 things, they're called poles, sticks. I'm assuming they're probably called sticks.
Clubs.
Clubs. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously,
Anyways.
we don't golf.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't do it. But it's fun. You know, you go to Top Golf and do it. It's cool. Anyways, these people, they're going to make like $25 an hour on average. You know, most people after a whole game, they're making 100, $120 and they're getting tips. So, I mean, it's pretty good money. And if you like the sport, you can learn a lot from your golfer and maybe you can, you know, pick up a cool grown-up hobby and make some good money in the future. So, it might not be a horrible option for you.
Number 4 is social media manager. Chances are you don't have any experience doing this stuff, and you're going to probably have to volunteer some of your time for free, work for free. I know nobody likes hearing that. But if you need experience, that's the best way to get it. So you can start out by going to local businesses in your communities, mom and pop shops, whether they're bakeries or auto body shops, your high school or church, right? These places are all busy trying to be successful, right? Especially the mom and pop shops. They're busy, right? They're just grinding, trying to stay in business. But they know that they would be better off if they showed up online too, but they're too busy to do it. So here you come in, you know, offering to work for free, but for a short duration of time, right? You don't want to do this long time or long term.
Right.
So you don't want to do this long time. You don't want to do this long term, you know, 2 to 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. But the idea is to get the experience doing it and show that you're good at it and that you're offering a valuable service. So then before the end of that time, you put together some kind of package and you make a pitch, right? Hey, if you want me to continue doing this for your company and, you know, I'm somewhat good at it because I'm brand new and I'm 16, 17, 18, whatever, then put together a package that's like, hey, for 3 times a week, I'll post 3 times a week and you pay me $100 a month, or 5 times a week and you pay me $150 a month, right? So you start out low, and then over time, as you get better, maybe pick up a couple more clients you can run their social media for them, and then eventually when you get good, you know, you can start charging more money.
Number 5, a tutor. Oh yeah, you can do this online, you can do it in person, you can do it however you want. Tutors on average make about 20, you know, $25 an hour, and this is awesome. All you gotta do is teach some kids some stuff after school. It's great. Now you can do this on your own. You can put up little flyers in your school or make a Facebook ad or what have you and be like, yo, tutoring, you know, X amount of money an hour, and this is what I can tutor you in. Or you can go through a tutoring company and they can hire you and they'll pay you an hourly wage. I mean, you can do whichever one you want. So you should check it out. Easy money.
Number 6, selling your services on Fiverr or Upwork. You can start by doing this as early as age 13, and if you're good, people are going to buy your stuff. So basically, what these services are, businesses are looking for people who can solve problems for them, whether it's creating YouTube thumbnails or drawings or whatever it is. If you are artistic and you can solve problems for people, they're going to go to these websites looking for your skills to solve their problems, right? And the better you are, the more money people are going to pay you. And when you're first getting started out, you're probably going to take a lot of these jobs for super cheap and low bid, or, you know, come in low, because you don't really have a lot of experience unless you're really good, right? And I don't know, maybe you are really good and you charge more money for your services. But the point is, you know, if you're looking to avoid doing a regular job that you think sucks, maybe take a ton of these jobs and you don't charge a lot of money until you get better and you get higher ratings, and then people are going to pay you more money for your services. And I would highly advise, you don't just wait. You don't create a profile and then wait for people to come find you. If you want to be successful, you're going to also go outside of these platforms and go find like Facebook groups too, people who are bloggers or YouTubers who have problems too, and then pitch your services on there too. But hustle. You don't want to just sit there and be like, well, nobody's coming to me because, you know, they don't want my work. No, you got to grind, right? It might be different than a regular job, but you still got to show up and make sure that people find you.
Number 7, home cooked meals or meal prep. Now, if you suck at cooking, probably not the job for you. Nobody wants your burnt cereal, your nasty food with your mac and cheese and your little cut up hot dogs in it. Ew. Okay? Nobody wants it.
Nope.
But if you want to be a chef, if you ever wanted to be a chef, if you really like cooking and you're all about, you know, preparing food for people, this might be just a thing for you. You're probably going to need a food handler's card. Some states might require you to get your kitchen inspected to make sure you meet like the health standards, so you ain't, you know, cooking food and getting everybody sick and making everybody all bleh, you know. There's a lot of information on the web on how to do this. You know, there's recipes that you can make that are going to be most profitable, and there's meal plans that you can make and follow so people can lose weight or gain muscle or what have you. You know, all that type of stuff. But if this is something that you think you want to do, if you want to be a chef in the future, this might be for you.
All right, last one. Number 8, join the National Guard. We've both been in since we were 17. You can actually join on your 17th birthday if you want to, and you only serve 1 week in a month while you're in high school. If you already graduated, it's still just 1 week in a month. You start out by making a couple $100 on the weekend, and then every time you get promoted, you make more money.
Mm-hmm. Your National Guard, you'll be doing a lot of cool shit that none of your friends are going to be doing, unless they're in the Guard too.
Right. You're going to be rappelling off towers, doing obstacle courses, learning how to shoot, and most importantly, making friendships that are going to last a lifetime.
Ah! You might even get matching tattoos. Yeah. Unlike the rest of the jobs we listed, the National Guard has some great benefits like health insurance, college being paid for, and on-the-job training.
Every state has a National Guard, and what makes them different from any other branch of the military is they're the ones who help Americans here at home.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. The National Guard gets called to help their communities when the state, first responders are typically overwhelmed and they need help handling some sort of state emergency. So the National Guard is going to come in and they're going to assist with like search and rescues, floods, evacuations, food distribution, wildfires, all that type of stuff. You see it, the National Guard could help do it. So,
yeah. So if helping people here at home is important to you and you like being part of a small, tight-knit community, and you want to have friends that have your back through thick and thin, then, hey, this could be a really good option for you.
Yeah, so go find yourself a recruiter and tell them, I want to join the Guard!
Yeah! America.
Yeah. If you like this video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. In the comments below, let us know what you thought of our 8 jobs.
Share with your friends, too, because maybe they want to do some of these cool things.
Oh, yeah.